My career was, I started as a teacher, no, I always wanted to become a journalist, but then I started and ended up to be a teacher. I take the wrong studies, but then I became a teacher for history and politics, but later on I couldn't help but writing. And so I became a journalist at the end, and then I became a journalist for the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung, and then later I became a correspondent of Die Welt for Jerusalem and then for Rome. Jerusalem for 2 years and then in Rome for 18 years. Now I live here in Rome for 20 years. And later, after I finished my career for Die Welt as a correspondent, I ran a new magazine, it's called the Vatican magazine, and started to work for EWG, and it's the most beautiful job I ever had. And you? 2 years, but as a matter of fact, the Holy Land, you cannot leave. I still live, when I dream of the Holy Land. That's me, yeah. And what I did here, I did many films about Rome, but then later, just recently, I started a series of films about the Holy Land, about the Rosary in the Holy Land. Every single mystery, we do half an hour in the Holy Land, which is beautiful. So, if I dream, as I said, if I close my eyes, I'm in the Holy Land, because the Holy Land is, yeah. But now the Holy Land is expanding. It's also Italy is part of the Holy Land. No, Italy is the land of the holy, of the saints. So I'm here. Well, it's the grave of the apostles. My name is Paul. He's buried here. You know, the apostles too, Peter and Paul, they came from Jerusalem to Rome. And so to me it was a matter of divine providence that had been sent here. It was not my choice, it was a dream, but a dream I didn't dare to dream. It was not my choice. I've been sent to Jerusalem, I've been sent to Rome. So somebody sent me, the Lord has sent me somehow. But again, that's right. Monopello, you know, the face of Christ, the face of the living God is my thing. But I didn't choose him. He has chosen me. There's no doubt about it. Also the same with Our Lady of Guadalupe. She has chosen me. Sure. Someday I've been brought to Mexico. Well, it was the intention to write the last big article for the Frankfurter magazine about the image of Guadalupe, and then I had the ticket, and then the magazine collapsed. I'd been fired, and I said, "All right," and they said, "Could we have the ticket back?" I said, "No, I'm going now on my own." That's when I started my career as a writer with the ticket here to Guadalupe. So, and as a matter of fact, she guided me a lot. She guided me back to Rome. Yeah. But then it started in Medjugorje, I have to tell you. Medjugorje is the first time that I really heard about her in Guadalupe. I had some vague ideas, but I had no idea. The first story I heard about her was in Medjugorje. Yeah. And then Jerusalem is full of Marian places. I lived there, she lived, I lived where she died, etc. She's everywhere. And then what we did in Jerusalem as a reporter, with my wife, we prayed the rosary everywhere. The rosary started in Medjugorje. Then we prayed every day. And we've been in the middle of the Intifada, the bullets were running, we prayed the rosary, which is so beautiful. I never had a more beautiful time. But what we had today is rosary praying. It's hard to end the rosary. Yeah. My readers, they are not too many, but the readers I've got, they are addicted to read what I've written. But then, you know, I love to write books, but then I realized here with EWGN that people love me for the living images. You know, images, I think what counts, not the words, it's images. Yes, I've been in Holy Land during the Intifada. The second Intifada was 2000, 2001, too. And those days, no pilgrims came. It was like today in the Corona. No pilgrims came, no tourists came. So I lived in Jerusalem. I lived 10 minutes off from the Holy Sepulchre. So it was half a rosary there. And I've been to, Jerusalem was a city for myself. It was empty. The Holy Grave, you could end every morning. Could celebrate, pray, say the mass in the Holy Sepulchre. So, and then in these days, I asked an old monk. He said, "Look, I don't want to cover all the time these murders and killings. I want to do. Well, could you tell me about the Rosary?" And he started to talk about the Rosary, about the various sites. And then, 10 years later, I wrote a book about that. And then 10 years later, we started to make films. And then, 6 years ago, I got a heart operation, a bypass operation. Yeah. And during the operation, I had a stroke had hit me. During the operation, I had a stroke. And then I was 7 days in coma. And after that, I finished that series. It's a miracle that I got out from the coma. And after that, I finished these films. Have a look at them, and you realize it's a miracle that I could do that. Because I can tell you something, I can't do any film. I know nothing about films. I hate myself in the picture. I hate myself to hear my voice. I hate to hear my voice. I hate to see my nose in the screen. But I have never learned that. I haven't learned to write either. But writing, I know. Writing, I do love. But what's really important are the images which I leave. She's called Advocata here in Rome, or she's called Rimskaya in Russia, the Roman one, or Litskaya, the Lydian one. And she's the oldest icon in the world. I have one last wish in my life, to finish a book about her, which I started many years ago, and but I couldn't finish it because I've been too busy all the time. But the last wish, last desire I have to finish a book about her, because she is so beautiful and she is so powerful too. She's my advocate, so she knows what I want, and I hope that she'll take care of it. Beautiful experience. I think Our Lady, she's been so amazed. I mean, Our Lady, she knows everything, but she's been certainly very joyful that you finally made it there to discover. Yeah, that you discovered her to bring her to Scandinavia.